I'm really struggling to pick a game to make a video on. My deadline's getting closer. My game library keeps expanding by the minute. I really don't know where I'm supposed to be right now. Somebody help me!
Yo, if you don't shut up.
Who said that?
I did.
How are you talking?
How are you not talking to women, okay? I don't need your criticism. Look, there's no time to explain. Just go to your closet and grab your guitar.
Why do I need to grab my guitar? And I don't even know how to play it. Also, what's the deal with the music that's playing right now? Where is it coming from?
Look, if you knew why, you wouldn't have as much issues as you do already, now would you?
Fine, I'll grab my guitar. I'll grab it.
Good, now things can finally get interesting.
So, how about some Hi-Fi Rush?
Hi-Fi Rush, the action-packed rhythm game that just silently released with no announcement. No, like seriously, did I miss it? Did it just not get announced anywhere? It had captured many people's attention upon seeing its bright colors and cartoonish style stand out from the usual crowd of games that's on the front page of Steam. I think what also took many people by surprise was the fact that it was published by Bethesda. Oh, you know, just the people that have their hands on some unheard games, like, I don't know, Fallout, Skyrim, Doom, and such. And if we're being completely serious here, can we just talk about for a moment how stylistically different this game is from literally any other thing that they've published? But we're getting a little bit off topic, so allow me to tell you about Hi-Fi Rush. Meet the protagonist. First name, Chai. Last name, Rodley T. He's an average white dude who dreams big with a very strong tendency to rock out wherever he pleases. Even in some uncomfortable situations, like just getting signed in.
Are you done?
So our guy Chai here is trying to participate in an experiment that's called Project Armstrong, which is supposed to infuse technology with the human body, allowing for better lives to be lived through the enhancements and abilities that it would provide. This of course sounding like a good idea, and because it's being done by a large mega corporation, you could only imagine that things would go smoothly. Fun fact, it doesn't. Kale Vandelay, the head of Vandelay Corp, throws Chai's MP3 player from up above, which lands on Chai's chest and causes it to do something really unexpected. As you can see, our friend Chai here isn't doing too well after that. Anyways, Chai eventually makes his way to the checkpoint to get observed, and feeling a sense of newfound adventure and possibilities, you would think that his bad string of luck would finally turn around and,
Hey! Alright, kid. Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in.
well, maybe they're just here to sort things out.
Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Because of the MP3 player that got installed into Chai's chest, forever marking him as a defect, it literally ended up changing up his entire life, and quite literally, his entire world.
Got him!
That's right, everything, and I mean everything aligns with the beat. Your attacks, your movement, your snapping, and at this point, probably your breathing too, they always land on the beat. And while you think this only applies to you, oh no, my dear friend. Everyone moves to the beat of your music. You will have to time your attacks to deal heavy damage to enemies, dodge attacks, and all the while keep the rhythm of all the chaos happening around you. And this sounds like a whole lot, and I'm gonna be honest, it is. But to those who aren't musically inclined, you may think this might be the end for you and you want to skip out on this experience. But there's a cool feature that allows you to see the beats and hits so that you can be spared getting lost in combat. Partially. I've gotten really butthurt from having to resort to using that. I feel like I wasn't as good as I thought I was. If anything, it just enabled me to enjoy the game in a lot more parts than I probably wouldn't if it didn't exist at all. While this is a really good feature and it can help keep you on track, There's a lot of other things that you should also be worrying about, such as popping off combos, managing assists, parrying, and doing your specials. Just to be real, but I did just buy all the combos without reading or practicing. If you try to do what I did, please don't. But besides the gameplay that makes the game interesting, let me just gloss over the other things that makes the game. The characters. So, as for Chai, I've already told you his essentials, but I did want to add that he is voiced by Robbie Damon, aka Akechi. Peppermint is a rogue hacker trying to find the truth and take down the corrupt society that hangs around Vandalay Corp. Wait a second. A rogue hacker trying to find the truth and take down the corrupt society. She sounds just like... Is that Futaba? Okay, I'll stop with the Persona 5 additions. I'll stop. So as for 808, 808 is the companion that allows you to do most of the things you couldn't do before. She's what allows your assists to come through, your beat hits to even exist, and overall gives Chai just a little more flair and style. And when you buy the deluxe edition like I did, she gets a cool crown. Wait.
You never see it come back.
Anyways, just from these 3 characters alone, they make a really good combination to bounce off each other well. So you can only imagine how good it is when there's more people added to the group. But enough from the hero side. What also contributes to the game for me has been the main things fighting against Chai. The villains. I love how cartoonishly evil the enemies come across as, and how their roles fit into the positions that they're given inside of Vandalay Corp. Rekka, for an example, is a loud, abrupt, and extremely perfectionistic monster that allows no defects to cross her path, which is precisely why she's in charge of the quality assurance team inside of Vandalay Corp. Meanwhile, Zanzo is a really dramatic and overall goofy character that derives most of his creativity from his neural cables, which is why he's in charge of the research and development team. And Corsica is just normal, honestly. If it wasn't already for her lovable accent, her being normal would still be where her character shines the most, and I think because of that, that's why she was in charge of the resistance team. And the list goes on and on. Sort of. The game is only like 10 hours long, so there's not that much villains you have to fight until you get to the very big bad. But on the way there, you will have so much fun because the boss battles have so much flair and attention. It always feels like a new experience with each battle. And the humor that is prominent within the story is honestly so entertaining, the hours will go by. But when every new story begins, there's always an end. I've really enjoyed the time that I've poured into this game, although it hadn't been that long overall. I played on hard, so it took me a lot more collectively to beat the game than if I played it on easy, so in reality, it could be shorter than I think. Nevertheless, I'm just happy there was a game that was able to scratch that rhythm game itch that I had ever since 2020 when Friday Night Funkin' released. I'm looking at you, Ninja Muffin. I'm still waiting for the full release. Moving forward, this probably won't be the last time I talk about this game, as I've limited my full thoughts for this video, but I guarantee that next time I decide to talk about this game, the bandages will be off and torn to shreds. So, yeah. I love Hi-Fi Rush, and it gave me an experience that I enjoyed beginning to end. With the fun interactive combat, lovable cast of characters, cartoonishly evil villains, and just the heart and care that was poured into this game. You can feel it, from the beginning till the very end. You are now leaving CyKer's world. See you on your next visit.